And when they gonna stop disrespecting Chris Paul, bro? When they gonna stop? It's your boy Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser. I like your boy. Welcome to the show.
I came in to take game over, eating everything, no leftovers. I pulled up with all my soldiers. Boss that is one word is over. In my hood they treat me like Hover. Pressure, I apply pressure. Pressure, I apply pressure. Pressure, I apply pressure. I'm at they throat, I ain't letting off. 100 car, I'm about to let it off.
Chris Paul continues to impress in the playoffs, now leading the Suns to a 2-0 series advantage over the Nuggets in the Western semifinal. CP3 finished with 17 points last night, 15 assists and 0 turnovers. It's the third time in the playoffs he's gone 15-15 with no turnovers. Well, the rest of the NBA has only done it 3 times in the three-point era.
All right, y'all, let's get right into this right quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, last week, man, my homeboy had pulled up on me. He was talking about Undisputed, Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless had their own little top 5, greatest point guards or where they rank Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? And Skip had the nerve to say that he couldn't even put him in his top 15. I think that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shannon Sharp picking AI. I'm like, AI is listed as a shooting guard. They had Eric Snow out there. Like, what are you talking about? How can you picking AI? Like, you hear this list? It's just like what KD said, bro. It's like these media fanboys, man, they want to paint the narrative on who they want to. You know what I'm saying? Instead of giving these straight facts and all this stuff, bro. It's just mind-boggling to me, bro. It really is mind-boggling to me. You sitting here, you saying he's not top 15, you put AI. Man, roll that beautiful bean footage. Listen to what they said, bro. Listen to what they said.
Magic is the god. 3 MVPs regular season, 3 final MVPs, 5 rings. He ain't touching that. Steph Curry, 2 regular season MVPs, 3 rings. He's not there. Isaiah, finals MVP, 2 rings. Now we could start. Skip, it's just hard for me to have a guy in the top 5 with no rings and no MVPs. It's just hard for me to go there. Oscar Robertson has a regular season MVP, has 1 ring. AI, 1 ring. Steve Nash, 2 MVPs. So, Skip, I'm going to say he's outside of the top 5 for me. And he's done unbelievable things. But when you look at it, and he's had some really good teams now. Don't make it seem like Chris Paul has always been on bummy teams.
Yeah.
Because AI took a team that wasn't very good to the NBA Finals.
And won a game.
And won some games. Isaiah was the leader of the team that was battling the Celtics and eventually took down the Celtics. And he kept Michael Jordan at bay for a long period of time. So he has to be held in such high regard. So top 3, he's not close to that. So now if you want to, okay, Steve Nash, I can't put him in front of Oscar, and I can't put him in front of AI. I can't. So he's not in my top 5 yet, Skip. So he gets a title. We can come back and have this conversation.
Yeah.
But as we sit here today with no regular season MVPs, no final appearances, he can't crack my top 5.
You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? AI is a shooting guard. What are you talking about? Like, I can't say nothing about Oscar. I didn't watch him play. I wasn't even born, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, so I don't even know. Like, I've talked to people about, you know what I'm saying? They say Oscar was good. I looked up his stats. Oscar was good. Like, the highlights I found, like, they're not really like, they're not really good highlights. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Magic, Isaiah, like, you can look up their highlights. You can look up real gameplay, you know what I'm saying? Documentaries, you know what I'm saying? Movies about them. Like, so those I can pick, you know what I'm saying? That's easy. But Oscar wasn't really nothing too exclusive for me to be like, yeah, I'm going to put him in there. Besides what I've read, you know what I'm saying? and seen his awards and all his accomplishments. Because I ain't gonna hold you, he definitely did his thing. Like first triple double. Like how can you knock that? But my thing about it is, notice that Shannon was always saying championship MVP, championship MVP, but you didn't want to talk about none of his like career accomplishments, steals, assists. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like, but listen to this Skip. Like Skip told me up. Like, listen to this Skip, bro.
I'm having a hard time putting in my top 15, Chris Paul.
Top 15. It's hard for you to put him in your top 15. Dang, really? Is that hard? Is that hard for you?
The point is he better than Magic or Stockton or Jason Kidd or Isaiah? No. Steph, no, you just detailed it, so now we're 5 deep. Oscar, he was a point guard. I know he's a point forward, but he was a point guard. He won a championship. Is he better than Kyrie? Kyrie won a championship. I can't put him above Kyrie. Well, you left out Walt Frazier. Well, he won a championship. He was all-time
Yeah,
great,
he was.
right? And what about Gary Payton? He got to a finals.
Right.
Was he not the glove on both defense and
What about Russ?
I don't have him in.
Okay.
I'll give you Chris Paul over Russ and Dame right now. Okay. I think he's done more than those two have, but it's mostly in the
What
regular
about Jerry
season.
West?
Well, again, was he a true point guard?
Jerry was more there too.
He was kind of a 2, but he averaged 7 assists.
Right.
Well, and he was really good in the finals, as you well know, because he won an MVP for losing the finals.
Right. The first year they gave it out, 1969.
Is he better than Tony Parker? And I'm a Spurs fan from way back, but seriously,
I think he's better than Tony.
I don't. Well, he's not more decorated because Tony Parker was the point guard of a dynasty.
Do you believe Chris Paul if he'd had Manu and had Timmy, you think Chris Paul could have done what Tony Parker did?
Maybe. I hope so. But Tony Parker was really good. And you can argue he was a scoring point guard because he could get you 30 when you needed it too. What about Rondo? Is he better? Well, Rondo has 2 rings now, right? I would take Rondo's career in the postseason over Chris's career in the postseason.
He said he couldn't even put him over Kyrie. I mean, the same Kyrie that had the #1 pick, like, until LeBron got back. Like, it was some big names that was in that draft that they had got. Wiggins, remember Wiggins? I'm just saying, like Boston Celtics, they didn't lose a beat when Kyrie was hurt like the whole season. We know, you know what I'm saying, ain't no disrespect, but I'm pretty sure like we would want to see James Harden versus Kyrie. I fuck with Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? Like Drew, like all that, like, you know what I'm saying? But you can't facilitate. You're not a floor general like Chris Paul. Like, it's point guard, bro. Like real point guard, like that real point guard, bro. That second coach out there on the floor, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a coach out there on the sideline, still when you sitting there and you still talking to your teammates, you know, this and that, da 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 da. Like, it's showtime with Kyrie. But if I had like a young franchise team, who would I rather pick? I'd rather pick Chris Paul. Even when it was a young Chris Paul, I would still pick Chris Paul. If we can X out the injuries, like, I'll be honest with you, like, we probably wouldn't even be having this discussion, really, to be honest with you. Like, y'all wiped over some stats, and y'all trying to paint this narrative just because it's he ain't win a championship. You know, I believe we having these GOAT conversation with LeBron is because he's top 5 in this category. You feel what I'm saying? Like scoring, assists, rebound, blah, 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 blah. Why we ain't doing this for Chris Paul then? I'm just saying. Just saying. Like, we gotta stop this, bro. Like, my man is 11-time All-Star. All-Star MVP. Four-time all first team. 4-time all second team. All third team. 1 time. 7-time defensive first team. 2-time second team defensive team. Rookie of the year. NBA assist leader 4 times. 6 steals leading. First team, rookie team. Like, let's stop this, bro. Like, accomplishments on top of accomplishments, bro. 7-time first defensive first teams. Let me think. Who would I rather have? I'm a defensive guy. I like defensive players. I like a person that plays both sides of the floor. That's why I like Jimmy. That's why I like Kyrie, Giannis. You feel what I'm saying? When I play 2K, that's how I structure my team around defense. We get stops, we get buckets at the same time. Stops and buckets. I got a man that can slash in the hole. I got a man that hits mid-range threes. You feel what I'm saying? I got a man that when it comes down to clutch time, you know what I'm saying? He gonna give me some buckets. Yeah. We got Chris Paul out there. Floor general. I don't even really need to score with him, but he gonna score. He gonna give me them assists. He gonna find open lanes. We gonna hit him with them picks. And we still playing D. Just saying, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Just saying. I'm just saying, bro. I'm gonna hit you with some more shit, bro. Some more juice for y'all. NBA all assist leading. Chris Paul's ranked number 5. You got Mark Jackson, Steve Nash ahead of him. Mark Jackson's ranked 4. Steve Nash ranked 3, I'm sorry. Mark Jackson is sitting at 10,334 assists. Steve Nash, 1 point ahead, 10,335. Chris Paul is sitting at, now these are the times that I wrote this out. He's been playing, so these numbers, it could be different. He's sitting at 10,275. By next year, he's going to surpass both of them and be ranked with 3. You feel what I'm saying? Like, are we, like, he's got more assists than half the people that they named on this category. And by the time his career is over with, he's going to well surpass them. Like, I'm just saying. All-time steals leader list. He's ranked 5. So he's top 5 in 2 categories. He could be top 3 in assists by next year. And we still got more playoffs to go. These numbers are still going to go up. Like, I'm just saying, like, these numbers still going to go up. He'll be right behind in assists. Jason Kidd and John Stockton. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said about points, like, Chris Paul is ranked 42. Chris Paul is ranked 42. Like, most of the people that he's on that list with is like that we know that get buckets. that's more of a shooter, not more of a passer like Chris Paul, a facilitator, a general out there. You got Russell Westbrook. You got Steph Curry. Oscar's up there. I think Oscar's like 15 or 10 or something like that. So I'm just saying, like, hey, he's only 6'3", so we know he's not getting rebounds like that. But still, like, career-wise stats: 18 points, four rebounds, 9 assists, shooting at 47% for field goal, 37 from 3, shooting at a clip of 87 from the free throw line. Like, with all these different accolades and accomplishments and rankings and stuff like that, like, he should be at least top 5, bro. You try to put AI on your category, and he's not even a shooting guard. And he's only been to the finals and won a final regular season MVP. You got Steve Nash that just won an MVP 2 times. Like, you trying to paint the narrative, oh, I can't put him on there because of these 2 little things. One's got half or one's got half. Like, he's been there, but he didn't win. But like I said, AI, that's a shooting guard, bro. That's a shooting guard. And some people argue that Oscar was a 4. Like, I'm just saying. Just saying. Like, let's listen to Colin, bro. He preached this a little bit. He preached this way better than what I'm preaching, because he made perfect sense about, like, his situations and stuff like that. Let's holla at Colin right quick.
These things I'm about to read all happened to Chris Paul. He was drafted by the New Orleans Hornets. Remember them? Yeah, due to Hurricane Katrina, he could not play his first 2 years there. They had to play in Oklahoma City. I don't know, sounds kind of disruptive. They ended up winning. Then he got traded to the Lakers. Oh, no, the league stepped in. Can't do that. But we will allow you to be traded to the worst owner in the league and the worst team, the Clippers. And they won there. He was then traded to Houston, which has had all sorts of dysfunction, and they won there, 65 games, in fact, and he had the worst break. Literally, he got hurt, leading the dynasty 3-2 Western Conference Finals. Then he was traded to Oklahoma City. They were tanking. And he's like, I'll make it work. And then he got traded to Phoenix. I hope you guys remember what Phoenix was like a year ago, and a year before that, and before that, and before that. Bad owner, Robert Sarver, worst franchise in the league for 5 years, winning percentage. And he's now winning there. I mean, I love Kawhi Leonard, but he inherited Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker and a great owner and Greg Popovich. I love Magic Johnson, but he inherited, Kareem. Chris Paul has dealt with natural disasters, awful owners.
Conquer bedwetting and wake up feeling ninja awesome with Ninjama's night.
Tanking franchises, injuries at the worst time. And what I'm about to tell you, you're not going to believe. He has a higher regular season winning percentage than Kobe Bryant and Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. No wonder Chris Paul is a spokesman for State Farm. He's always got stuff happening to him, but he's the best insurance in the league. You get him, you win. But Colin, he has no titles. Titles. The fact that he hasn't quit is amazing. I mean, there's guys drafted in his draft class, they've just given up the league, and they could still play. Well, he doesn't have titles. Folks, if you grow up in an abusive house, poor, the expectations change. We don't expect you to be number one in your class in Yale and a billionaire. If you can be married and happy and get a college degree and be a good neighbor and a good human being and raise kids, you are a gold standard American. The fact that winning titles, Donald Sterling, Hurricane Katrina, the tanking thunder, the awful Suns, and he's here. MJ's got no titles without Scottie Pippen. I want you to think about this. As great as Kobe Bryant is, Kobe Bryant inherited, he got Phil Jackson, the best coach ever, Jerry Buss, arguably the best NBA owner ever. He's on a short list. Jerry West, arguably the best GM ever. Shaq, modern day best center ever. One franchise, total stability. Chris Paul's got a higher regular season winning percentage. I don't want to hear about playoffs. Chris Paul, it's not realistic to ask Chris Paul to be knocking down, hoisting trophies. He's got a higher winning percentage in the regular season than Kobe, KD, and Steph Curry. And that's why I've got a soft spot for Chris Paul. 16 years, and this cat can't get a break. He has had to make everything work. Every single year. Tanking, hurricanes, Donald Sterling, the Suns mess, the tanking thunder. Does everybody understand that? When you grow up in instability and then are traded to instability, look at Chris Paul's career. It's insane for 16 years. And he doesn't get nominated for an MVP. You know, in Hollywood, they give those Lifetime Achievement Awards. That's what Chris Paul deserves. And ask yourself this in Hollywood, because those are stars too, right? NBA, we always say, it's like Hollywood stars. Give me a list. Do you know, off the top of your head, an actor or actress that has had a career of bad scripts, bad directors, and bad supporting casts? You don't. Because you can't overcome that. Those actors are out of Hollywood. They're waiters. You can't overcome that. There are no great actors that have gotten a series of 16 years of bad scripts, bad directors, bad producers, no funding, and bad supporting cast. You don't know them because they don't exist. That's Chris Paul's career. Couldn't get nominated for the MVP. Was on the floor with the MVP last night. Chris Paul completely controlled the game. Denver's got no answers for him. They can't do anything. He controls the tempo, the pace. He's as good a defensive guard as the league has, outside of maybe Ben Simmons, who's 7 inches taller. I'll just say it. I got a soft spot for people who have to overcome. And what Chris Paul's done for 16 years in this league, man, the fact he hasn't quit is remarkable.
All right, let's get back into it. So, I want to rewind this real quick because he said something about Gary Payton. And Gary Payton, he was a good defender. Good defender. I believe Chris Paul was a little bit better. I mean, Gary Payton, 9 defensive first team. Chris Paul had 7 first teams. Then had 2. The only thing you got him over is you had a defensive player of the year. You won rookie of the year. And how do you have 9 defensive first teams, but you only got no steals? Chris Paul got it 6 times. 6 times steals leader. You're a point guard. You have no assist leading. Chris Paul has 4. You have 9 all-star appearances. Chris Paul has 11. And an all-star MVP. Like, you won the championship with Dwayne Wade and Shaq. They didn't win the championship because of your efforts, your tremendous efforts. You know what I'm saying? Unlike Chris Paul. Like, let's go back to these last couple games. The Denver Nuggets series. Game 1. Chris Paul put up 21 points, 11 assists, 6 rebounds. Game 2, 17 points, 15 assists, 5 rebounds. Game 3, 27, 8 and 6. Game 4, we all know he went berserk. 37, 7, and 3. I mean, the man was deadly for mid-range. At one point, he was 9 for 9. He couldn't miss. I think he was like 9 for 9 from free throw. Like we know what Chris Paul does at the free throw line. We know what Chris Paul's always do. Like I said, game 2, 17 points, 15 assists. Like Gary Payton, I'm sorry, better than is he better than Gary Payton? It's no question. There's no question, bro. Like it's no question. Most of these dudes, these point guards, have won with top talent. Oscar Robertson won with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Steph Curry, like if you want to say it, his whole team has got Hall of Famers. Hall of Famers. Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, KD. I mean, I'm just saying, Iguodala, like these are top players, bro. Like these ain't like slouch players. Like Iguodala was on his own team at one point. You know what I'm saying? KD, same thing. Scoring leader, MVP, season MVP, finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else? Magic had Kareem, like Showtime Lakers, bro. Like, I'm just saying, bro. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all act like they did this by themselves, like it was Dame or something. Like, if it was Dame or something like that, like I would see that. That would be a little bit different for me. Kyrie, you had LeBron, like Kevin Love. I'm just saying, let's get out this notion like these dudes was just like top tier players, like, and they didn't have nobody. Like what Colin said was true. Like bad organizations, injuries to himself, to his team. Like Chris Paul, like for even all them injuries and stuff like that, and bad organization, you put him with these type of numbers. Phoenix Suns wasn't even in the playoffs last year. I don't care about that bubble stuff. That 8-0 in the bubble. Like I could care less about that. Like I don't care. Did they get to the playoffs? I'll wait. No, they didn't. They didn't get to the playoffs. And this goes into my other point. Like when we talk about value, you know what I'm saying? One of my coworkers at my job, we was talking about they gave the wrong MVP to the wrong person. I'm still gonna stick by that. Like they was like, no, he did, no. Tell me why. Chris Paul changed the culture there to a winning team. Ranked 2. At one point, it was ranked 1. You know what I'm saying? It would have been different for me if Jamal Murray had got hurt at the beginning of the season. You feel what I'm saying? He had Jamal Murray. Like, I'm just saying, like, it wasn't like they were not in the. It would have been different if they weren't in playoff contention. They won like 30 games straight, some crazy something number like that, and they made it to the what seed are they? The 4th seed, 5th seed. That would be different. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, value to a team, bro. Like, you changed a lot. Like, listen to how the players talk about Chris Paul. Like, it's not just about numbers. It's about what you're doing out there on the floor. Stuff like that should be counted. Like, you know what I'm saying? And y'all overlooking that. And y'all trying to paint this narrative because you don't have finals. I'm sorry, not finals. A championship and an MVP, which in my eyes he should have won. Because I'm talking about value to a team, bro. From the coaches to the players. I read the article saying like, man, he's just been yelling at us, da 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 da. But it's not in a bad way. It's in a way that's making us better. Like, look at these cats play, bro. I can tell the difference between how Denver played last year to this year. And listen to his press conference. He even said, like, Chris Paul don't even have to come to me, man. I'm willing to absorb the knowledge from him just by looking and observing and seeing how he does, how he take care of his body, the proper nutrients, how he sleeps. Like, who talks about how somebody sleeps? He's talking about all that. And then Skip Bayless had to say Tony Parker. Tony Parker's great too. But Tony Parker doesn't hold a candle to Chris Paul's highlights and awards and stuff like that, career highlights. 6 All-Stars appearances. 3 times second team. Not even a first team. Not even a first team. 1 third team. All rookie first team. And I'm not counting none of these Europe leagues. I'm talking about in the NBA. Or should I count those? He got a FIBA Europe basketball MVP. 2-time FIBA Europe Player of the Year. No, because Chris Paul didn't play over. No, we're not counting those. We're not counting those. And he does have 1 finals MVP and 4 championships. But, I mean, I just read you a whole grocery list of what Chris Paul done. A whole grocery list. What Chris Paul is doing at this age, 37, most of these cats have already been retired. You know what I'm saying? Most of these cats are not even 3rd or 4th option. Notice I said 3rd or 4th option. That's 1st or 2nd. 3rd or 4th option. You had the nerve to say Tony Parker. Once again, great players, great situations around him. Like Colin said, like, Chris Paul didn't have this. Like, I know you probably say, well, he had the Clippers, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a bad organization at that time, man. Bad ownership, man. All that, bro. Blake Griffin is not even, he was just a dunker at that time, bro. And that was about it. But, come on, man. Like, you had the nerve to say Tony Parker. We had Tim Duncan, Model Ginobili. One of the greatest coaches of all times, Pop. Tony Parker. I can give you Steve Nash. I can give you Jason Kidd. But like I said, though, he's about to, by next year, he's going to overlap him in assists leading. He's killing him in points. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying. But I did make a mistake. Chris Paul's not ranked 42. He's actually ranked 51. With 19,978 points. More than John Stockton. More than Tony Parker. You know? Just saying. And Steve Nash, I don't even see him no quick. Ranked 92. So, how? I'm just saying. 51 all time and still rising, still going on. So it can go up because a lot of people he's kind of close by. A lot of these numbers are close. So I mean, he could be up even more. He could probably get past David Robinson. It's depending on how long he gonna play. If he playing at this higher level, I know he's supposed to be. He wants to sign 4-year more deal extension. So who knows, man? You know, Rockets rid him off. He showed y'all. He's showing y'all. He's showing y'all. Y'all picked the wrong MVP. I'm just saying, bro. That's just my opinion. Y'all picked the wrong MVP. All right, y'all. Back at it. Quick little side notes. You know what I'm saying? Joker is the first resigning MVP to be swept out the playoffs since Magic Johnson in 1989. The Phoenix await Utah or LA Clippers in the Western Conference Finals. Woo, goddamn Joker. Yeah. About that situation, I wouldn't have gave Jokic two fragrance. It's the NBA Finals, man. These are the playoffs. Maybe if it was game 2, maybe it was game 2. But closeout game, Jokic was again like 22 points, 11 rebounds or something like that. Like he was out there. I still think they would have got beat. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, but it's the playoffs. And he is the MVP. Regardless how I feel or not, he's the MVP. I would have just gave him a fragrant, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't, the referees gotta do better, man. Y'all looking suspect like every play. Y'all not consistent with stuff like that. Like, and that's the problem. One game, you could watch one game and they could call the game. You could see a call the exact same. The exact same. And it's gonna be called 2 different ways. I seen one first game, Trae Young. He got hit going up for a shot, bumped. They gave him the shot, gave him the foul. It's a Milwaukee game. Or it could have been the Dallas game. I think that was both going on at the same time. I think it was like the last series, whatever. But, and it may have been Luka. It may have been Luka. Luka did the same thing. He got the foul, but he didn't get the and one. Same thing. He was in the same motion, got hit the same way. But he didn't get the continuation so he could shoot the and one. It's not consistent. You know? I don't mind the KD and the PJ Tucker. I don't mind that. Like, I like that. They need to harass him, body him. I don't. If I was the coach, I would tell them to do that every game. I need you to go at him hard. I'm not even joking. Like, I want that. And with that to be said, I really hope Kyrie's okay, man. If he could come back, which I highly doubt. Like I said, I can say what I said about Kyrie, like, but he's still Showtime, bro. He's still Showtime, and he's still gonna give you them buckets. But for me, I want the best to be out there. I don't want no, because the finals have been great. This is probably like one of the best finals I've seen in a long time. These finals it's been great. Competition after competition after competition. This is only second blowout. Every other game probably gone like 5, 6, or 8, 5, 6, or 7. That's what I'm talking about. We need that type of playoff. They're going back to Brooklyn. I hope probably Brooklyn win. They go back to Milwaukee, whatever, how the case may go. You know what I'm saying? It just go back and forth, man. I'm watching the Hawks game right now. Looks like the Hawks just got the lead. They win this one. Series tied 2-2. You know what I'm saying? Clippers win tonight. 2-2. We just do this, bro. Like, let's just keep this going, bro. Great play, great basketball, man. Like I tell people, man, you gotta love this game for what it is now, man. You know, the game has changed since you watched it. Like, especially for your older cats. Okay. Y'all love the game for what it is now, man. I'm just saying. But like I said, man, that ankle injury on Kyrie, that was bad. You know, he did a complete 90 on that mug. And I don't think he's gonna be able to come back. They said he's already ruled out actually game 5. So that's gonna be a no. We can't bank on James Harden coming back. Like, you haven't played like 40 something seconds and you was already hurt. Like, I'm just saying, man, like, bruh, where they do this at? Yo, I just want to end this off, you know what I'm saying? Like I always keep saying, bruh, I appreciate y'all, man, rocking with me, jumping on the show, man. All my guests that's been on here so far, man. All my future guests that's gonna be on here. Like I said, bro, if you want to jump on, man, just DM me, bro. I'm on multiple platforms, bro. You know, IG, Twitter, YouTube. You can hit me up on there, man. You drop a like in the comment, all that stuff, man. Comment on this, man. I tell y'all, I want that smoke, bro. Like, y'all, yeah, if you don't agree with me, put it in the comments, bro. Let me hear back at you, bro. And and I'm gonna shoot back at you. And also, too, side note, football season getting closer and closer, bro. So I got the prize, about to get ready, man. So once the football season get a little even more closer, I'm gonna drop like, you know, we need to do this, and we gonna get it on. Let's see if you can beat the host, baby. So I'm pretty good at this, bro. I'm pretty good at this. You know what I'm saying? Picking teams and stuff like that. You know, that's all I'm saying. Like. But that's gonna be coming soon. So like I keep saying, look out for that. You know what I'm saying? Keep following me. You're gonna see what's up, bro. Good prize. I'm telling you, it's a good prize. Also, too, thanks for coming to the show, bro. I like your boy, Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser.